Hello everybody! In this video I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to calculate the Antiscia of planets. What is Antiscia? Every planet, node and Arabic part is in two locations in every chart. One location is pretty obvious. It's the location that appears on your chart when you cast it on your computer, online, or you do it by hand. The second location of each planet, Arabic part and node is called its Antiscion. The plural is Antiscia. For the sake of simplicity, throughout the video I'm going to refer only to planets and Fortuna. But now you know that it applies to any point in a chart. I was asked if Antiscia can be calculated for house cusps as well. In theory, yes, it's all geometry. However, in practice I haven't seen that of being of any use. Antiscion often has the connotation of something hidden in the interpretation. Often, but not always. Like most things in an astrological interpretation, it depends on the context. Sometimes we can be sure that Antiscion means something hidden, and sometimes the hidden connotation is irrelevant within the context and interpretation, so we treat the Antiscion position just like a regular planetary position. Antiscia are important. If they fall on relevant points in a chart, such as other planets and house cusps, they must be analyzed. What is not acceptable in traditional astrology is to miss Antiscia. I often joke that Antiscia like to hide from astrologers. Don't let that happen to you. Let's dive into the calculation technique. We're going to be using a hypothetical whole house chart for the sake of simplicity. This way we divided the chart into 12 equal sections. Houses do not play any role in calculating Antiscia. We're only concerned with signs, so a whole sign chart makes it simpler to visualize it. The first step is to divide the chart in two halves, along the 0-degree Cancer, 0-degree Capricorn axis. Whatever point appears on one side of the line is symmetrically reflected on the other side. Remember, we're only concerned with signs, so each sign has its Antiscion. Let's go one by one. Cancer's Antiscion is Gemini, and vice versa. So a planet in Cancer has its Antiscion in Gemini, and a planet in Gemini has its Antiscion in Cancer. Leo's Antiscion is Taurus, and vice versa. So a planet in Leo has its Antiscion in Taurus, and a planet in Taurus has its Antiscion in Leo. Virgo's Antiscion is Aries, and vice versa. So a planet in Virgo has its Antiscion in Aries, and a planet in Aries has its Antiscion in Virgo. Libra's Antiscion is Pisces, and vice versa. So, a planet in Libra has its Antiscion in Pisces, and a planet in Pisces has its Antiscion in Libra. Scorpio's Antiscion is Aquarius, and vice versa. A planet in Scorpio has its Antiscion in Aquarius, and a planet in Aquarius has its Antiscion in Scorpio. Sagittarius' Antiscion is Capricorn, and vice versa. So, a planet in Sagittarius has its Antiscion in Capricorn, and a planet in Capricorn has its Antiscion in Sagittarius. The mutual relationship between the signs in each pair regarding their Antiscion is fixed. This never changes. Let's look at examples. We're concerned only with the signs right now. After that, we're going to look at examples of degree and minute calculation for each planet. Here Venus is in Cancer, its Antiscion is in Gemini. Mars is in Taurus, its Antiscion is in Leo. The Sun is in Leo, its Antiscion is in Taurus. Mercury is in Virgo, its Antiscion is in Aries. Jupiter is in Aries, its Antiscion is in Virgo. Fortuna is in Pisces, its Antiscion is in Libra. Saturn is in Aquarius, its Antiscion is in Scorpio. And the Moon is in Capricorn, its Antiscion is in Sagittarius. Now let's look at the degree and minute calculation to determine the Anticia's exact location in its Antiscion sign. You have to know the sign's Antiscia by heart. Until then, you can consult a list. Once you're clear on the sign, we can apply the following simple formula. Each sign has 30 degrees, so we take 30 minus the planet's degree minus 1, and that gives you the Antiscion's degree. Each degree has 60 minutes. 60 minus the planet's minute gives you the Antiscion's minutes. Venus is at 27 degrees and 34 minutes of Cancer. 30 minus 27 is 3, minus 1 is 2. So Venus' Antiscion is going to be at 2 degrees of Gemini. Now the minutes. 60 minus 34 is 26. That's Venus' Antiscion's minutes. As we can see, Venus' Antiscion is at 2 degrees and 26 minutes of Gemini. Mars is at 23 degrees and 37 minutes of Taurus. 30 minus the planet degree, 23, is 7, minus 1, 6. Now the minutes. 60 minus 37 minutes equals 23 minutes. Mars' Antiscion is at 6 degrees and 23 minutes of Leo. The Sun is at 17 degrees and 10 minutes of Leo. 30 minus 17 is 13, minus 1, 12. 60 minus 10 is 50. The Sun's Antiscion is at 12 degrees and 50 minutes of Taurus. Mercury is at 8 degrees and 51 minutes of Virgo. 30 minus 8 is 22, minus 1 is 21. 60 minus 51 is 9. Mercury's Antiscion is at 21 degrees and 9 minutes of Aries. Jupiter is at 8 degrees and 29 minutes of Aries. So its Antiscion will be 30 minus 8 minus 1, that's 21, and 60 minus 29, that's 31. Jupiter's Antiscion is at 21 degrees and 31 minutes of Virgo. Fortuna is at 24 degrees and 13 minutes of Pisces. Its Antiscion will be 30 minus 24 minus 1 equals 5, and 60 minus 13 equals 47. Fortuna's Antiscion is at 5 degrees and 47 minutes of Libra. Saturn is at 22 degrees and 16 minutes of Aquarius. Its Antiscion will be at 30 minus 22 minus 1 equals 7, and 60 minus 16 equals 44. Saturn's Antiscion is at 7 degrees, 44 minutes of Scorpio. The Moon is at 14 degrees and 57 minutes of Capricorn. Doing the calculation, its Antiscion will be at 15 degrees and 3 minutes of Sagittarius. There are a couple of exceptional cases. The first is when we have 0 minutes. In that case, you just subtract the degree from 30, the Antiscion minutes will be 0 as well. So in this case, the South Node's Antiscion is at 8 degrees and 0 minutes of Pisces. The other exception is when a planet is at 0 degrees and 0 minutes. The Antiscion is going to be at 29 degrees and 59 minutes. So here we can have an overview of all the calculations we just performed. Now, with every chart you interpret, scan the entire chart for Antiscia and see if they fall on any relevant places. If they do, interpret them. If you found this video to be useful, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel so that I can keep bringing more videos like this out. If you're interested in learning and practicing further the type of astrology that I show here, Check out my website for my webinars, courses, and private mentoring that I offer. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.